Asperger syndrome is a form of autism, a lifelong disability that affects how a person makes sense of the world and relates to other people. Nicholas Eyre has Asperger syndrome and in addition suffers from epilepsy. But Nicholas has found a way.
He had a lot of problems when he was very small. He had a hip problem and then he had to have his adenoids on his ears done. He had a lot of problems and they said, oh, that's why he's not talking. And then we discovered he had a lot of speech therapy. We discovered it was a form of autism because they hadn't heard of Asperger's in those days. So of course he's had a lot of problems at school trying to catch up with everybody else, but he didn't talk till he was 8. But he's made up for it since. Yes, he never stops sometimes.
Yeah, that's me. I can't.
But he sometimes has difficult.
Trying to find the right words
yes,
to say.
Yes, he has
whatever.
Problems sometimes finding the right words, and they're trying to find him another job because he had a job for about 9 years, was it?
Well, nearly 10 years.
10 years.
So.
But unfortunately, because he's that little bit different, he wasn't happy there anyway. And so eventually it affected him and he had to go on some tablets and things, didn't you? And,
alas, with all the weight, too.
Yes, and yes, and in the end he couldn't cope and he left. I mean, he's doing a lot more than we ever expected when he was small. When he was small, we never really anticipated he'd ever be independent, but he's got a little flat of his own. We don't go and see it.
No, that's a completely different matter.
We don't go and see it, but he seems quite, he seems quite happy having his independence. He's always been very independent, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
And he likes filming. He does like filming. He'd love to get into television and do that sort of behind the camera, wouldn't you?
Well, behind the camera, in front of camera, anything which is involved in filming.
Yeah. No, you had a girlfriend for a long time, didn't you?
Well, I've had 2 girlfriends, but not at the same time. But
not at the same time, no.
But,
no, you did have Marina for a long, long time, and then it broke up. It wasn't going anywhere, was it?
I think it was around late 90s, well, let's say 98, 99. I just noticed a magazine.
Yeah.
In mountain biking itself. That's when I thought, I like this.
Yeah.
So let's see what it's like. Yeah. Let's get one of these designer, let's say, bikes. And so anyway, I managed to get one and did some practice over the Lickies.
And it's called Barracuda.
Well, he was named a Barracuda first.
So they called him Barracuda Bob.
That's where I got the infamous nickname from. Then I had a Saracen. That's when I got my other nickname, Saracen Sid.
Oh no, you didn't. I didn't know that.
That's the other nickname
That's
I've got.
news to me.
Biking has changed my life to a point where I want to improve my skills. I want to, like everybody else, I want to better myself in to prove to others that I can do something which a large majority of people can't do. Well, I came 3rd overall from 2008 to 2009 in the Downhill Midland Championships. I came 3rd, as I said, I came 3rd overall in that. So at least it will show people that I managed to come somewhere which they thought I'll never get anywhere. So it's proved them.
Most of his life has been a problem achieving things and proving to other people that, I mean, they've thought he was stupid and, and this, that and the other. And he's had a long time trying to prove that he's not and that he can do things. And I think that's very important to him, isn't it, to be able to achieve things.
Yes.
And prove to other people that, he's not stupid.
Yeah, like talking about life though, it all depends what comes around the corner, because you never know what might turn up.
I wish you could be settled down with a partner. I think that would be nice. We would feel a little bit sort of more settled than leaving you all on your own when we've gone.
This is the Licky Hills, right on the top of the Lickies itself. So hopefully this will be a place where it's just mainly for a bit of fun, really. far from here. Went down this particular stretch, hit the jump, blacked out for must have been half a second or something like that. Came to mid-air, landed the bike, then I just got up, moved the thing out of the way for safety reasons. Must have been around 10 minutes later I woke up. I must have blacked out. The people that were there suddenly disappeared, so I was just by myself. So you know, my dad took me to the hospital just down the road, and the doctor said to me was, if you didn't have that full face helmet on, I would have been 6 foot under.
It was an achievement, because achieving things, he hasn't had a lot of achieving, have you, of things?
No, to actually improve your life in later life, so until I probably retire from biking and all that. Home to, well, see what life comes, really, and see what happens.
Take what comes along. I think you've always had to do that, haven't you, really? Take what comes, but...
Yeah, because you never know what might come around the corner.
There are over 500,000 people in the UK with an autism spectrum disorder. That's around 1 in 100. Asperger's is a difference, but need not be a curse. And Nicholas has found one way to a rewarding life.